upset or offend anyone because basically I don't give a flying fuck. Now, because I'm British, that means my favourite hobby is to just hate everything. So, hands up if you've got children. Boo! Parenting didn't really come naturally to me. Like, I see other parents and they look at their child and they're like, oh, you're the most beautiful thing that I ever created. I look at mine and I'm like, why did I do this to myself? And when I'm having a really tough day, when I'm finding it hard, I usually take solace in like one of my other friends who's got children as well. So I'll ring my friend Cloud, she's got 2 girls, and she always knows exactly what to say to put me at ease. She said, Kacie, what you have to remember about children is that they are tiny little arseholes. And I think she's completely right. But what no one prepares you for as a parent is the questions. Oh my God, the questions. The questions are just absolutely relentless. I've managed to split them into 2 categories. So basically, one of the categories is that they're really, really specific, and the other one is that they're very, very philosophical. Now, the specific ones are easy to answer because we've got AI and ChatGPT. So we're in the car the other day, and my daughter piped up from the back, and she said, Mummy, how many beaches are there in Wales? I'm like this on the phone. There's actually 500 beaches in Wales, along its 870 mile coastline. And then she looked at me, and she was like, yeah, I'm really quite satisfied with that answer. But of course, the philosophical ones are harder. They're really, really difficult. She came into the kitchen the other day, and she cocked her head to one side, and she looked at me really inquisitively, and she said, Mummy, why are people real? Existential crisis every day. How am I meant to answer that? And then of course that is when you have to just do the dirty on your partner, don't you? So you just look at them and you go, you know what, that is a really interesting and good question. Go and ask your dad. And then you're looking at dad and I'm like, oh, sorry, I don't do. So yeah, it might surprise you to know that I am married. So yeah, that means that this poor man legitimately signed an official document that says he is willing to tolerate me for the rest of our life. I'm your headbeat, mate. But I think I might have cracked the code as to what's going to be like a good and hopefully long-lasting marriage. And you know what that is, guys? It's pettiness. Right? Pettiness keeps things exciting. You know, keeps you on your toes. So, for example, when I am feeling kind, I'll say to my husband, oh, would you like me to make sandwiches for work? Oh, yeah. Now, when I make a sandwich, I'm going all in, okay? I'm talking buttering and mayonnaise right to the corners. I'm talking dabbing the cucumber and the tomatoes, you know, so they don't make a sloppy sandwich, because nobody likes that. But if he has pissed me off, after I've decided to make said sandwich, I'm not right, you're going to get it now. So I know that his preferred way to wrap it up is cling film. But if it's annoyed me, I'll wrap it in foil. Have a bit of that. But he did get his own back the other day. It was Saturday. We were like, oh, should we have a nice dinner in front of the telly? Should we have tacos? We've not had tacos for ages. You know, you can do all the sides. I make some fresh guac, absolutely. But when you get those kit boxes, they've always got like that manky little plastic sachet of salsa, haven't they? Now, look at me. I do not eat long life salsa, okay? Like, I'm eating the fresh stuff. Anyway, we decided to save on washing up that we weren't going to put everything in like different receptacles. So, you know, the sour cream, whack a spoon in that, the coleslaw, whack a spoon in that, guacamole, whack a spoon in that. But then obviously, with the salsa, because you want to dip the Doritos in it, you can't use a spoon for that, because it's all a bit fucking complicated then. So you have to put it in a bowl, you have to find the receptacle. And because he was being lazy, do you know what he did? He put it in my favourite china mug that I drink my tea from every morning. I thought, you absolute arsehole. And then I thought, you know what? You have been censored. So yeah, us Brits, I think we love a bank holiday. We have two in May, don't we? One at the beginning, one at the end, right? holiday, everyone's just in such a brighter mood, aren't they? Everyone's like really nice. There's just this like relentless optimism about how great it could potentially be. You know, you find yourself speaking to people who you wouldn't usually give the fucking time of day to. You know, Steve, 4 doors down, who you've got no respect for because he's still got his Christmas decoration on his door since December. What a tramp! Right, approaching the bank holiday, like, oh Steve, what are your plans? What are you going away? Oh, where are you going? The Cotswolds. How lovely. Well, you get the extra day, so you know, you may as well, haven't you? But yeah, I miss the bank holidays of the days of yore, when it was the 3-day sesh. You go on out on Saturday, you wouldn't come back till Monday. And then if you get the weather, well, everyone's just a weatherman, aren't they? People are just like shouting out the temperatures at other people in the streets. 26 degrees today. All that. It's going to be 29 on Monday. It's going to be a scorcher. But yeah, the sesh bank holidays, they were the best. You know, you find that anywhere, any pub or venue that's got a beer garden, even if it's really fucking ropey, you're there, 12 o'clock, knocking on the door. We need beer garden action! That's what we need! So yeah, you're getting tanked for 4 hours, and then you look at your friends and you're giving them the side on. You're like, should we call it in? Should we get the packets in? Oh, yeah, nah, let's just do it. We had this one drug dealer back in the day. I've got to give him kudos for his level of organisation. He would message us. He would message us his working hours and the venue in advance. But, here we go, I'm going to wrap it up. Right, you know what we do now? DIY, we just paint shit. We do jobs in the house. It's very sad. I've been Kacie, sorry I went on too long.